So as you can clearly tell from the video, I can't even help but laugh because I know half of the comments are going to be like, oh, Espy's talking about High School DxD again. What a shock. Yes, I'm talking about it again for the umpteenth time. It's probably the third, fourth. I've lost count. I'm not good at numbers. I'm joking, but I want to talk about it again. I was thinking about talking about it in a week's time, like giving it a bit of space and then talking about it. But this is stuff that I wanted to talk about, and I'd rather than just waiting it out a week and trying to, make it not as annoying. I'm just going to talk about it because it's stuff that I want to talk about. It's stuff that I think is important, and I think it is worth it. So as you can clearly tell here, I've done a bit of a sort of soft translation of some of the tweets that have been coming out over the last couple of days, pretty much on the 2nd of May. Basically them going over some announcements. Now, of course, most of those announcements were to do with the new light novel side story that's coming out and the author hyping that up. Now, again, it is not being written by the author. It has been written by someone else that the author is overseeing. But there are a bunch of tweets that I could go over. I've got to be careful because of fan service, so I'm just going to kind of tell you what these tweets are and just leave this one up here for you to look at. So the author went over a couple of things. First, there was an announcement that we were going to get an announcement the next day, and a lot of us were hoping for a Season 5. Copium, I figured it probably wouldn't be. It was kind of too random. It'd be like the Bonko event if they were going to do a Season 5 announcement, not some random Twitter announcement. But they made an announcement that they have sold 7.4, I forget the exact numbers, bad at numbers, something million. Irrelevant of the number, it's a big number, and they were very happy over that, basically highlighting, hey, we're selling a lot of light novels, there's a lot of interest in the series. And the author also then made a tweet basically saying, hey, my health is still, in limbo. They are working on the next light novel, the main story, which is High School DxD True Volume 5, which, yes, is a direct continuation of High School DxD. True is not a side story or anything like that. It's just a soft reset. It's just resetting the numbers back to 1 and continuing from Volume 25. So I just want to be very clear there for those that get confused, because a lot do. The author said, hey, still working on more. Just give me some time. Let me cook, as the kids like to say. And then there was also this tweet as well, which says, DxD will continue in some sorts of forms, not just novels. Everyone, please continue to support us. So the way I take that is that, and a lot of people could take it as games. They've been doing collaboration games. They've got the mobile game coming out. They've got the light novel, the main story, the side story. And then, in my opinion, I do think Season 5 is on the table. With everything there, I am more confident than ever before that Season 5 is an inevitability. It's a matter of when, not if. Become more confident since these pieces of information, and it really does feel like they're kind of just saying, hey, give it time, it's going to happen. The problem is that a lot of High School DxD fans are very, very, very short patient. And again, this is not an insult, it's an observation. A lot of DxD fans are very young kids, younglings, however you want to put it. Don't take it as an insult, but a lot of you are younger, a lot younger. I'm a lot older. I look young. I'm actually older. And there's nothing wrong with liking High School DxD. Trust me, I know some older women that cosplay as Rias and Arcanine. But some of them are much younger, and they have a lot more short of a patience, not attention span, but a patience for this kind of thing. And a lot of fans see an anime finishing, and then they go, where's the next season? And if a season doesn't get announced within like a year, they basically give up. They're like, it's the end of the world to them. And you gotta remember, some of these animes take a really long time to get sequels, and yeah, it's annoying. We're kind of entering into new territory as far as anime community goes, because normally these kinds of series would never get sequels to this degree. Like a lot of harem-based animes, you look at like Roselia Vampire. Roselia Vampire got 2 seasons pretty much back to back, and then we've never heard anything again about it. And that's because back then, a lot of animes would, as I call them, one-hit wonders. We are entering in a weird new territory where a lot of animes are getting full adaptations, or at least as close as possible. You look at Data Live. Data Live's on Season 5 now. It got ahead of High School DxD. That's pretty much going to get a full adaptation of the light novel series. That's pretty big. Mushoku Tensei is a good example of a more recent anime that's come out that's just pretty much going to get a full adaptation. We know for a fact it's going to get a Season 3. And the point is that we are entering a new territory where we're getting animes getting full, pretty much build-ups, those time frames can be quite slow. And they can take quite a while, which is why it can be annoying, and it's understandable that we've got to wait so long for a season 4, season 5, and then if there's a season 6, 7, 8, whatever, it can take a lot of time, and it can be really, really, really annoying that we have to wait so long for another sequel. But sadly, the anime industry doesn't just click their fingers and things happen super quickly unless you're a series that is really profitable. And by really profitable, I'm thinking even if we were to go down the category of not so like big, say you look at something like Demon Slayer, My Hero Academia, those kinds of series where they're very big, heavy profit margins, we could go for something like Mushoku Tensei, Slime, Overlord. Those are profitable, but they're not like a high category. They're not like a high priority. So you can generally wait a couple of years before a sequel. High School DxD is just a little bit below that. It's in that category that it definitely is profitable enough that they want to keep making new seasons because of merchandise, light novels. Sadly, the manga got discontinued. You never know. It could come back. I would love it to. And then you got all the collaborations. It's profitable enough, but it's not profitable enough that they put it a high priority. So it's one of those where we've got to wait a while for these kind of things to happen. But I have hope. And I'm not just saying that for the sake of like drumming up people to come sub to my channel. This is my opinion. If I'm wrong, crucify me for the rest of my YouTube career. I don't mind. Being wrong is fine. I just have genuine hope that this will get another season. It's just patience. And that's the painful part. That is where it's really going to test people. But the same thing happened with Overlord season 4? Yeah, 4. Numbers, bad. And I sat there and said that it was going to happen, give it time, give it time, give it time. And the Overlord community crucified me for years over it, saying that I was on copium, that I was talking out of my tush-tush. And then when the leaks came out, they came after me hard. And I was the one laughing at the end because it came out, and it came out with a movie announcement that we're meant to be getting at some point this year. So, thing is, patience is important. It just would be nice if we had some more breadcrumbs to work with, but I think this is good enough. But for me, the last thing I want to note on before we end the video, I understand some fans don't really care so much about the side story for the Junior High School DxD, but at least it's something. It's something worth consuming. It gives us something to go by or nibble on while we're waiting for more main story, more side stories to the main story, because this is like a side story. More stuff to consume while we're waiting for other stuff to come out. Whether your main priority is the main story of the light novels or you're waiting for the next season. This gives us something. It's better than nothing, because I think High School DxD fans are just wanting anything to consume to keep us going. Because it feels like we're in a desert and we've had no water for years on end. We're dehydrated and we're desperate for anything to get our teeth on or consume. And this side story is something. It's not going to take the author's main attention, because at the end of the day, this person seems to be working very well with them, and the author seems very hyped on it. So I'm looking forward to it. My only hope is Yen Press does license this ASAP so we can read it pretty much in line with the Japanese fans, rather than waiting for it to get to 25 volumes and then get a license. So I hope Yen Press does pay attention to that, because it would be nice if they did, but I don't know. It depends on how profitable High School DxD is for Yen Press. We'll just have to wait and see. But if anything does change, I will talk about it on the channel. I know I've been harping about DxD a lot, but if there's something worth talking about, I'll talk about it. Another note. Check out my other channel if you want High School DxD light novel content. I'm up to date on most of the other stuff, and now I'm putting a priority on High School DxD again. I just dropped volume 11 the other day, so check that out. I do the light novel reviews, I do the side story stuff, and when that other series gets translated, I will review it, read it, all the rest, and I'm doing character analysis videos. Once I get further into the light novels, I'll do more character analysis videos on High School DxD, so if you want something while you're waiting, you also have my channel as well, covering High School DxD and other animes as well. So definitely check that out. I'm always doing more, trying to get back up to date, rereading it. So again, check out the analysis channel in the description of the video. So if you like this video, hit the like, subscribe, and I'll see you beautiful nerds in the next video.